Salute, this is Eshon Burgandy. Right now I'm on favormac.com. You can find my music personally at eshonburgandy.com. Anything about Eshon, you can find at eshonburgandy.com. Favor ain't fair, remember that. Salute.
And coming from such humble beginnings, and having such, experiences like that, when was it in your life that you really jumped both feet in and said, I'm going to live for the Lord, I'm going to take this all the way?
Yeah. Well, I was probably like 19, this girl who was my friend's girlfriend. My friend was a 5%er. I wasn't necessarily a 5%er, but I studied, but I also read the Bible here and there, but I wasn't a flat out Christian or anything, but I wasn't opposed to it, and the girl, she was just like, I found this new church, I want you to go to Bible study with me. Now she knew her boyfriend wasn't going to go because he's a 5%er, straight militant, kid less about the God and the Bible, So she asked me to go. She knew I was, I'm probably the one more likely to go. If I go, I'll probably get him to go. So that's what she did. She set me up, which I definitely appreciate her doing to this day. But yeah, she asked me to go to Bible study. She called me up the day of. It was raining outside. I was like, man, I'm not going to no Bible study today. She was like, no, you promise. She held me accountable. I was like, all right, I'm going to go. And man, that was it, man. I met the pastor at that time, and he just gave me the word of God. Raw. Just was straight up with me and real. And for me, the type of person that I am and was at that time, you had to be real with me. You couldn't, have no fluffy, little nice, pretty, polite type of way of explaining, who God was. You had to keep it real. So he just kept it 100 with me. And man, it just hit my heart, Now I believe the Lord had been prepping me all throughout my life for that moment. But after that moment, I was all in.
Do you feel like...
Salute. 2014. We made it. Salvation Army. Yeah. Humble beast. They say the greatest trick of the devil is to prove to you that he doesn't exist. But I know better. Yeah, devil ain't a lie, devil is a liar who hates the God of heaven and earth and try to rape this church for everything that she worth. The author of the faith gon' catch him and set him on fire.
Well, right now, my biggest thing for the last few years has been serving my family, growing my family, and serving them in the Lord, and also visiting, churches all around the country and even outside the country, and serving alongside them as they serve their community. So, been with a few churches, just hitting up prisons, detention centers, doing street ministry, just being out there in the midst of what's going on and trying to be a light. So that we just partnered, well, not partnered necessarily, but we just began going to a church here there in North Jersey. That's really dope. We went a few Sundays, that may become our church home. There's another ministry, friend of mine, Chris Bassard for ESPN.
Oh, yeah.
He has a ministry called King, and kind of working with them a little bit. So yeah. I just got back, so I'm trying to get into everything I can possibly get my hands in. As it takes the ministry.
That's
and definitely street work.
And he came here to rob, kill, and destroy. In the form of every cold-blooded D-boy. In the shape of every weapon raised against God. I'm singing to my dead homies like I'm Nate, dog. He in the form of everything that was designed to collapse your heart and erect your pride. We press and repress and ingest the lie. Depress, we degress and accept we blind. We press and reset, but we testify. The spirit of God inside, we catch the vibe on my J. Johnson 16, I'm an overcomer. Verse 33, if you didn't know the number. They tell me you gon' know a tree by the fruit. If it's evil and it's evil, pull that thing up by the root. You know they lied to you, trying to keep you from the truth. What did I do to you, Sep? Take you to the proof. Take away the news, but they take you to the roof. Say you jump off, your wild dreams come true. I study the art of war, but ain't no Sun Tzu. These gorillas is killers, is spiritual kung fu. All about murder when they step into the groove. So they add 6 in addition to that 32. The devil is true, the devil is alive, and he's trying to murder us, soul, body, and mind. and that's fine. See him coming cause I ain't blind.
It's been a lot going on as far as CHH, where a lot of artists have been saying, they don't want to be labeled as Christian artists. How do you feel on that subject?
I check Facebook. I feel like
this sound like it's about. He had to breathe. Let me.
I feel like a label, a lot of people say you don't have to, call it Christian hip hop because the label doesn't necessarily hold any weight. You know what I'm saying? And you wouldn't, call a mechanic that was a Christian mechanic. A person that, serves, food or makes food, a Christian chef, you wouldn't call them that. And that's honestly true.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think with hip hop though, with rap, I think it's just so easy to get confused. You know what I'm saying? In this world, and I come out of trying to rap in the world and be a Christian, and I ended up just compromising so much of my beliefs and the things that I was, continually trying to be grounded and rooted on. I would just kind of lose it when the opportunity to do music came. You know what I mean? I was running in the world with, some well-known people and had some, a bunch of opportunities on the table, and I was just kind of wrestling with the whole, I don't want to tell people I'm a Christian rapper because they're just going to, fall back, they're not going to want to hear it. But then at the same time, I want to be real with people.
Right.
You understand? I don't want to come in the back door with the fact that I'm a Christian after now, you didn't got into my music or you didn't, start listening, and now you're like, oh, but you're a Christian. Like, I just want to be real open and honest. And I don't want to leave no room for
misinterpretation.
Deceiving. Yeah, misinterpretation or I don't want to deceive nobody, So I think it's important that we say who we are from the gate. We be upfront about it. Now, if you don't choose to, embrace the title Christian rapper, that's your choice. But I think still making it known that you are a Christian is important. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if you double back and say, no, I'm not a Christian rapper, and then that's it. I think, I've just had so many conversations with people who be like, man, I don't want to say that because, it's going to rub people the wrong way. Or, I'm going to tell them later. Or, I'm going to get up in the industry, and then I'm going to show them. Like, dog, I just feel like at the end of the day, that's deception. Mm-hmm. Just be who you are and let people enjoy it. So many times now, I've been making Christian music for the last 10 years.
You think got anything to do with money?
I don't know. But I've been doing Christian music for the last 10 years. And me saying I'm a Christian never, I don't know, not to my face, but it been mad people who just from the streets, from the hood, who absolutely have nothing to do with Christ at all. And they feel the music. Right. And they look me in my face and say, dawg, that's real. So when I got a killer literally looking me in my face like, yo, you real? Why would I want to hold back who I am? And he telling me I'm real, and I told him I'm a Christian. He listening to my bars, and he knows it's about Jesus. He knows it's about Christ. He knows it's about the true and living God. He ain't got to find that out later. So I think we should be open and honest, man. Like I said, the title thing, that's neither here nor there. But I think you shouldn't be mad when somebody calls you that. Right. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be, opposed to that. Like, no, don't call me that. Like, why? Embrace it. Right. Because if you're really as good as you say you are, or think you are, or as good as you are, it won't matter. It's an episode of the Cosby Show. Real quick, episode of the Cosby Show where Bill Cosby is talking to Theo, and he's trying to convince him that he needs to wear this shirt that his sister made. And Bill Cosby's like, when you were like 5 years old, talking to Theo, he said, you bought me this tie. And it had these lights on it, had Miami, and it lit up. And he was like, I went to, the doctor's convention. Like, you asked me to wear this to the doctor's convention. So I went to the doctor's convention. I wore it because you wanted me to. I wore it, and I stood there, and I was talking, and people was laughing at the tie at first. But then when they realized I knew what I was talking about, After a while, they didn't see the tie no more.
Come on.
They just start focusing on me and what I was saying. And that's how I feel about the term Christian rapper. So what if it's out there? So what if they call you that? Be called that. But be excellent and be dope in what you do, to the point where people be like, yo, yeah, he a Christian rapper, but he dope.
Yeah.
He a Christian rapper, but I feel him though. He a Christian rapper, but he just so genuine. He a real dude. Like, be that. Don't be the, oh, he a Christian rapper? You know, when they listen to your music, he a Christian rapper. No, just be real all the way from the gate. Let them get the point from the gate, and then let them determine whether they want to rock with you or not.
Amen. Amen.
They say the greatest trick of the devil is to prove to you that he doesn't exist. But I know better. Yeah, devil ain't a lie, devil is a liar. Who hates the God of heaven and earth and try to rape this church for everything that she worth. The author of the faith gon' catch him and set him on fire. And he came here to rob, kill, and destroy. In the form of every cold-blooded D-boy. In the shape of every weapon raised against God. I'm singing to my dead homies like I'm Nate, dog. He in the form of everything that was designed to collapse your heart and erect your pride.